happiness comes by stacking up the attaboys and living and coming from a place of love from my heart, being kind and considerate, understanding, tolerant. That's where happiness comes from, is being basically a nice human being, but I got lost in it somewhere, and I didn't know how to start over. And I really, for me, I couldn't practice it with my own household. I couldn't practice it. For me, the newcomer was the secret to me to start learning how to be a kind person. I could identify with people being tore up and that emptiness that we come in here with. And so I could have sympathy for them. I could have empathy for them. I understand the pain. And so I could open up my heart to them, and luckily for me, it was a great that, newcomers were kind of like practice dummies for me. I could try being a nice person for a change, and if I screwed it up, they probably weren't going to be around that long anyway, maybe. And I'd get another one to practice on the next time, So I just kept going back and kept trying to help newcomers. And little by little, I started to open up my heart. I started to be a little bit more of a kind human being, and learn how to be that way with my family too. And I still sometimes at a certain level, I think I'm more kind and tolerant sometimes to newcomers than I really am my own family sometimes. I cut the newcomer more slack than I necessarily do with my own family. And it's an area that I'm practicing on.